look at NRG Stadium, opened in 2002 here in Houston. Today, we're keeping it all here in the AFC South. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're off and running from Houston. Here's Tremont Smith with the return. This makes it up to the 25. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL. And it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on the route. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. From the gun, Stroud. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This connects with Schultz. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Looking slant route, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Texans 1st down. 1st and 10.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Stroud off the play fake. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Fights his way through a tackle. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
11 more yards. And the Texans 1st down. 1st and goal.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Second and goal coming up from the 7. Stroud off of play action. This one's caught. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
The promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school in Georgia to stardom at Clemson and even a playoff run in Jacksonville, it's just consistency. Week in and week out, that'll be the next step for Trevor in his career.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Now maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. Collects this at the 35. And he's brought down before the return gets far. This Texans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Slot receivers headed left. We give here to the motion man. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
To Nico Collins. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They kick the running back in motion. Stroud now on third. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
Texans going to kick this away on fourth, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First and 10. It's Lawrence. He gets this one to Strange. And they're going to force him out. It looks like just about a step or two before he can get to that 20. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down throw, Lawrence. That one's on the mark, Jacoby Myers. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. He's got it on the bootleg. Throw left side, complete. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, ETN gets it. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be second and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up second and a yard at the 39-yard line.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. Now toss it to ETN. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Lawrence working from the gun. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First carry now. This is Bashal Tootin. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. The Texans closing in, and they get to him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Here he goes, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. They're driving him closer and closer, Brock. This play made behind the line. They're now back at the 6.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
To the air, Stroud. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he gives himself up after a short game. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They start out with a 3rd and 9. They'll air it out on 3rd. Gets in on a slant. And he's going to be taken down right as he reaches that 20-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Here's Stroud. Now set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throw here, 3rd down. He's across the 35. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down from the 42. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. Now And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. Parker Washington to return this for the Jags. Fair catch called in at the 18-yard line. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now it's Lawrence. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be hit and sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now. They need 7. Lawrence looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
An 8-yard pickup. And a Jaguar first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Lawrence. Looking slant route complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
At the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. Finds a seam down the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
At the 31-yard line.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Here's ETN on 1st down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, it's Jalen Knoll. He dodged the tackle. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Stroud. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. From the gun, Marks gets it. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Jaguars, down running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. First down now, ball at the 33. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Complete to Jacoby Myers. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Still third down.
Needing 9 now on this third down, thanks to that false start penalty. To the air on 3rd and long. Here comes the screen for ETN. Makes the tackle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for
This game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And it's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Jaguars have a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. So it'll be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Back to the air, Lawrence. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36. And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Lawrence working from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long for him here. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Facing fourth down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Little knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
It's going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime. Anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, well, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. Jukes away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Texans offense getting one final possession before halftime. And with field position and the clock against them here, probably not going to see anything of substance. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one off. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. From the gun, Stroud. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver that time. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Stroud now on 3rd. This connects with Higgins. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Looking to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Amazing concentration. That deep ball was tipped, but he still caught it. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right, they rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Tootin now on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Here come the Jaguars, taking the field on offense to start the third. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Now here he goes on the boot. Cut out left. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Able to find Strange here. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Give him 5 on the play, and that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. He's going to throw it again. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense is staying out there, and they're ready to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw it. That's caught. It's Hunter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Sticking to the air here. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. ETN gets it on the draw. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Little knocks it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Things trimmed back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Here's Smith on the return. Things going well so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. Catch made by Woody Marks. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Looking to throw, Stroud. Set up the screen here for Marks. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Punt team on the field. Team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Jaguars, 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence finds him over the middle. He's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Lawrence looking to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Myers, the motion man here. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Gets this one to Myers. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Complete, it's Myers. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Back to the air, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. Escapes the defender, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 3rd quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Offense and Lawrence getting ready for this 2-point try.
The Jaguars will line up for the 10.
They'll try to run it in. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
19.
Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Finds him on the crossing route. And he has him right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Texans, 1st down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared. between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
From the 40-yard line now, and this is 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They go play action with Stroud. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 4th quarter lead. Nico Collins with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this.
Under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
No change to the call on the field, so that play is going to remain a touchdown. Stroud and the Texans looking to tack on 2 more.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
It's the score, Texans 22, Jaguars 19.
Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion. Brock, their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
This is Allen to return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. Completed left side to Thomas. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
At the 31-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play action. It's Lawrence. It is caught left side. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
We've set it down from 37. Running it here with ETN. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. They go play action. Lawrence. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down throw, Lawrence. Here comes the screen for ETN. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, Lawrence. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. He's going for it himself. He dodged the tackle. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And this one does not go far.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's ETN on the give. 2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Back now, pressure coming. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a fourth quarter lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars take a 4-point lead.
26, Texans 22.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Out now come the Texans on offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there, and I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that. I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Jaguars, then running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And he just keeps on catching passes here in the 2nd half. It seems like we're going to remember his work there from this game more than what he's done from the backfield. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Lawrence trying again on second. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Setting up the running back screen. On third down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Jacksonville in punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. To the air, Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Stroud to throw on first down. That one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
At the 35-yard line.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. He'll throw it. He lofts it deep right side. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 67 yards. And the Texans first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. They're gonna run here, it's Mixon. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Montgomery. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Texans jump in front late. David Montgomery with the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans push their lead to 3. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This is Allen to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Down a score, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here he is to throw. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X-factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Jaguars.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
First and goal, Jacksonville.
Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, and he delivers.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here.
35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. Throwing is Stroud. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, the Jags got it.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
So everything comes down to this from Cam Little. From the left hash, this is from 47. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. Now out comes the second-year kicker in one of the biggest spots of his young career. He's a perfect 3 for 3, but this kick, the most important one.
The kick is good. Makes the score.
So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars, as we'll see you next time from Houston.